Hello, my name is Mary Harper. I am a graduate student here at JSU. This is a presentation for a Library Media Class 530, and this is the Collaborative Curriculum Design. The project that we did was on a web quest on Apollo 11 and the lunar and solar eclipses. So about it, I actually worked with a sixth grade science teacher at my school to create a web quest. She's actually been having students read NASA logs, primary sources from Apollo 11, and create their own NASA logs as astronauts using guiding questions. She said she would love to add some research components to this lesson, so I decided to help her out. She provided the primary sources, she provided the guiding questions, she gave a lot of suggestions for other resources that could be used, and she was very helpful throughout the process. So her name is Miss Baruch, so we decided on a web quest because she teaches sixth grade, and sometimes sixth graders are not the best at researching. They're also not very focused on the internet. We have noticed that we have students that will get on games and get on other websites, especially YouTube, and not stay focused on the task at hand, especially if they have any free moments. We've also had students with plagiarizing at school, papers and projects where they just literally copy and paste the information. And that has been a struggle. Even when we have told them how serious plagiarism and plagiarizing is, we still have recurring issues with it. So that would be something we would have to discuss with our students at the beginning of this lesson, just so they understand the consequences of plagiarizing and how serious it is to plagiarize and steal information, obviously without citing resources. We also wanted to give students the ability to visit many different resources that we compile on a platform. So at our school, we use Microsoft Teams, but Google Docs or Google Classroom could also be easily used. That way it's well organized. We could provide a lot of information in a short period of time, and students wouldn't get bogged down with the research process. We also included inquiry questions to be sure that students are paying attention to videos and articles, as well as getting good information out of the resources. So these are the standards. Sixth grade science standards is what we are focusing on, but we also have some digital literacy standards as well as English standards because there will be some writing involved. So the purpose of the project is to provide information to students about human space travel, specifically Apollo 11, to provide information about solar and lunar eclipses, to provide insight about the experiences of astronauts, and to give students the opportunity to relive those experiences through their own NASA logs. This part of the project will be done all individually. So the first several days, students will be working on their own to review the information, many videos and articles and presentations, as well as the NASA logs, and then create their own NASA logs using some inquiry questions. Students are also responsible for a second portion of the project to be done in groups, which is where they will research, answer questions all about lunar and solar eclipses, and they will create their own 3D model of solar and lunar eclipses. So there are many materials involved. Obviously, they'll need a laptop or a desktop to access the website online, the internet, of course. The PDF of the NASA logs, it was taken from the Smithsonian book. This is part of the primary source that we have. It was printed in a Smithsonian book and saved as a PDF, which we will provide to students. And we wanted them to get creative with their 3D models to bring items from home without spending too much money. So if they have any craft items like foam balls or paint or cotton balls or Play-Doh or clay or yarn or any of those type of household items, we would encourage students to bring that. They could also bring sports balls or real fruit or fake fruit. We could, if it was real fruit, we would obviously want it covered in clear glue to keep ants away. Coat hangers, edible items also covered in glue. Other household items, anything that's spherical. Obviously, they would need to bring glue or hot glue, paint, a ruler, scissors, etc. We want them to get creative and not focus so much on the materials, but to focus on the task at hand to create this model, a model of a solar eclipse and a model of a lunar eclipse. Right, so the objectives is the students will review research, links provided, videos, slideshows, articles, and a PDF to gather information about human space travel, the Apollo 11 mission, the astronauts, their experiences, and the solar and lunar eclipses. Students will answer inquiry questions and guided questions about the information provided. Students will write a series of 4 NASA logs from the perspective of an astronaut after reading their actual logs. Students will create a 3D model of the sun, moon, and earth to show lunar and solar eclipses and how they will occur. And then students will present their 3D models to 5th grade students, teaching them about lunar and solar eclipses. This will be done in small groups after the projects are turned in. So like I said, it is a large project. So we stretched it out to 10 days instead of 5. So it will need 5 days, obviously, because it's a lot of information for them to cover. Day 1 includes background information about human space travel and the Apollo 11. This day would explain the projects to the students and outline of our expectations. Students will need to have their computers that day. On days 2 to 3, students will review background information and information about Apollo 11. Days 4 to 5, students will read and write their own NASA logs. Day 6, students will read about and watch a video and answer questions about lunar eclipses and begin planning their projects with groups. Day 7, students will read and watch a video and answer questions about solar eclipses and, of course, begin planning the projects. And days 8 through 10, students will complete their 3D projects in class to prepare to present them to 5th grade students. Well, that is it for my slideshow. Thank you so much for your time and your attention, and I hope you guys have a great day.